Hey y'all, it's your internet's average weirdo, Insecure K, aka Markeya. And in today's video, I'll be sharing my free thoughts and obsessions on whatever's popping on this noggin. If this is your first time seeing me, welcome to my channel. If not, welcome back. I hope you've been taking care of yourself. Make sure you hit that sexy subscribe button and follow me on all social media platforms. I will sprinkle them here down below so you can get notified every time I upload any brand new content. People, all my new and returning viewers, we are on the road to 500 subscribers. Now, if you're just stopping by, just make sure you like the video, no pressure. But while you're here, if you like me this far, just hit the subscribe button, okay? I would really appreciate it. I'm trying to make it out of the suburbs with this one, all right? Not saying the suburbs is bad, but like, I'm just trying to be more independent. So, road to 500, I'm speaking it into existence. Let's get into the video. All right, so you know why you're here. Episode 3, Two Ways with Erica Mena. Now we're just picking up where we left off from episode 2. If you did miss out on episode 2, make sure you hit the hyperlink up here so you can definitely catch up. So let's get into it. Where we left off was we had the contestants entering the mixer so they can get to know each other. It was a coincidence that only Breaker, Pied Piper, Gorilla, and Master Cheeks, they were the only 4 who walked in first. So I found that interesting, but okay. We leave off with Breaker and Pied Piper squabbling in the mixer because Pied Piper challenged Breaker and was like, so you calling me a liar? Oh, well, if you calling me a liar, then squabble up. So that's exactly what they did. They ended up going a second round and Breaker caught him with a right hook up here near the eye area, and then Pied Piper was just leaking. While that's going on, Master Cheeks and Gorilla in the back hyping Breaker up, talking ish about Pied Piper, saying how he got his butt whooped, how you that big and you getting rocked by Breaker. It's chaos already, right? Next thing you know, we have the other contestants walking in. Everybody else is coming in again, which I thought was weird because why were they the only 4 that walked in first? And then after they had that little altercation, everybody else is coming in afterwards. So I'm like, okay, Zeus, I peeked that. Deacon No had pointed out that, you know, the vibe is weird. It's
awkward. We're walking in and we're just noticing that Pied Piper is fighting with Breaker. Like the vibes, energy is all off.
And I can agree. So everybody's coming into the mixer. There's drinks on the table. Everybody starts picking up a drink and sipping on whatever it has been poured. Pee-wee is already annoyed, but he never states why he was annoyed. So that kind of threw me off. Like, what's going on? Is it because of the energy in the room or is it something else? I don't know. Pee-wee and Gangsta Boo ended up crossing paths and she tells Pee-wee, excuse you. Pee-wee is like, excuse you. And he called her ugly. So now those two are going back and forth for every reason. I feel Pee-wee like, you're not going to say excuse you. You know, that's rude. Like, you talking to me crazy. He did call her ugly, an ugly Tiana Taylor, which was uncalled for, but it is what it is. So while Pee-wee and Gangsta Boo are going back and forth, Gangsta Boo was like, I feel like you running up on me like you want to fight me or something. Like, is you serious? Pee-wee was like, it's not even like that. Like, I mean, if you want to catch a fade, ask one of these dudes around here to come fight for you. Somehow Pee-wee and Trophy lock eyes, and I guess, I don't know, it was telecommunicated, I don't know. And next thing you know, Trophy D feels threatened, like, is you talking to me? So guess what happened next? Trophy D and Pee-wee ended up catching a fade with each other on behalf of Gangsta Bay and Pee-wee going back at it, which at the end of the day, they didn't really need to fight because Gangsta Bay was wrong for talking to Pee-wee like that. So it wasn't really worth the fight, but I mean, hey, entertainment. Trophy D and Pee-wee ended up catching a fade again because why not? I'm already hyped up. You know, it is what it is. You thought you had me. Nah, we finna get it in again. After their second fade with Pee-wee and Trophy D, Pied Piper comes back out and is like, nah, I gotta get mines too, yo. Like, even though they already ran about 2 or 3 fades, he wants another one with Break. So when Pied Piper called another fade out with Breaker, the house ends up jumping on Pied Piper because it's like, bro, y'all already went round for round. There's no reason for y'all to go another round again because you're mad that you lost. Like, just take your L and it is what it is. Pied Piper is just like, nah, like, I just can't take the L. Like, we gotta go again. Like, I don't care. Like, I want another round with you. Breaker's like, nah, I don't want to fight you, bro. Like, we already fought already. There's no reason for us to fight again. Like, it is what it is. Let it go. So I'm like, oh God, here we go again, right? Now, Lips ends up calling out Mr. Thing because he's been going around telling people around the house that Pee Wee and Pied Piper have been having sex at the hotel. I don't know why they're transitioning or going back and forth between the hotel and the house. I don't know. But for whatever reason, Mr. Thing is, basically telling everybody that other people in the house have been having sex in the hotel as well. Now, has this been confirmed? Does he know for sure that that's what has been happening? No. I think he might have heard a little rumor and then just went off with it. Pied Piper, on the other hand, now he stated that he saw women go in a room with Breaker for whatever content that they were making. Are we 100% sure that all they did in the hotel was YouTube content? I don't know, but that's what is being said. So while Lips and Mr. Thing are talking, Pee Wee in the corner overhears the conversation between those two and is like, so you trying to catch a fade or what? Because why are you going around telling lies about me when that's not what's happening? Goes over to Mr. Thing, bro, what's up? And they got down. Erica Mena runs in. Boop, 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 boop. She's like, oh my God, what's going on? Right? Pied Piper sees Erica run into the room. So he takes his opportunity to be like, let me catch my fade again with Breaker because now my woman's here. I'm amped up. I gotta show her I'm fighting for her love. Let's get jiggy. So he ends up running across the couch, pushes Cat Dog on the ground to get to Breaker and starts fighting with him again. And I'm like, oh my God. He really mushed Cat Dog. Boom. Pushes her on the floor. She looking all discombobulated. She's asking security to help her up. Ain't nobody helping her up. It's like, oh my God, this is crazy. And low key, a key, I'm not gonna lie. I understand, if it was let me put it in simpler terms, because when I was on TikTok having these conversations with transsexuals, they were trying to correct me on my vernacular or my vocabulary in regards to their community. Respect, I don't want no beef, but let me just put it into these terms so it makes sense, right? Cat Dog is a trans woman, okay? So when she got pushed to the ground, it was kind of like, oh my God, right? Now, in any other case, if it was a cis woman, right? That's what they want to call us. I don't really agree with that, but okay. If it was a cis woman, security would have helped her up because she's a woman, right? I mean, they probably would have felt bad for her, whoop, whoop, whoop. But I feel like because Cat Dog is a man, that's why they didn't help her up. So I was kind of like, but let's keep going. So while that's happening, security is breaking up the fight between Pied Piper and Breaker. Erica Mena ends up blowing up in front of everybody. Then turns her attention to Pied Piper because, for one, he just got into that fight literally in front of her, and now she already has issues about you because you're starting a lot of drama in the house, or she feels like you're starting a lot of drama in the house. There's a lot of chaos going on in the house because she feels like it's because of you. So in the midst of her raging out on Pied Piper, he disclosed to her in front of everybody that some of the dudes in the house have been having relations with other women at the hotel that they've been staying at, and then ends up dragging Golden Ticket into the mess, saying he saw, on top of not only Breaker bringing women to his room, but also Golden Ticket has been talking to other females as well. Next comes Gangsta Bae telling Erica Mena that Mr. Thing has been going around telling people that Pied Piper and Pee Wee have been having sexual relations at the hotel as well. So you know what that means. Is you trying to get down or is you trying to be quiet? Because now you telling lies on me. So Pied Piper want to run that fade, as he should, right? But the fade ain't meant for everything, He calls the fade for Mr. Thing, and Mr. Thing looking like he really wants that with Pied Piper. And I'm like, I don't think he want that. I really don't think he want that because, yeah, he not the one or the two. So Erica Mena is looking around confused, like, what is going on? Where is this coming from? Why is this happening right now? Mr. Thing explains to Erica, like, listen, Erica, like, when I met everyone in the Sprinter, I just had to ask the question, who was having sexual relations in the hotel? Yes, and I asked the question randomly because do I know that to be 100% true? No, but my mission is to get you guys out of this house. So if I gotta make a little lie here or there, then that's what I gotta do to get everyone out, regardless if it's true or false. So that's when Breaker comes out and says, "Look, Erica, yes, a girl did approach me at the hotel and asked me if I made content because she makes content. So, yes, I did take her up to my hotel room.
We did not have sexual relations. We only filmed YouTube content."
That's it." So she's like, so you friendly, huh? That's what you do?" And he's like, "I mean, yeah." Yeah, I am. Yeah. So she ends up shifting her energy onto Golden Ticket, asking him the same thing. He admits to her, "Yes, those girls did approach me at the hotel, but they were only approaching me because they said they saw me on TikTok. So I was just only showing them love." Again, you friendly, huh? You a friendly guy, I see. And I don't like that. Erica ends up leaving the mixer because yeah, it's just a lot going on. Not only did I just witness multiple fights, but I just found out that some of the guys who came here looking for my love is messing and being friendly with other women. Like, yeah, I'm pissed. So she ends up finding Pee Wee hanging out somewhere in the house, and she goes up to him and is like, "I'm just checking up on you, and I'm just trying to figure out like what happened. Like, why are you fighting? Like all these people, I just don't understand." So Pee Wee ends up telling her like what happened and why he had to fight Trophy D because Gangsta Bass was being disrespectful, and since I can't fight a girl, call on one of these dudes to come catch the faith because of yo ignorance, right? In the midst of that, Erica Mena is like, "Listen, I don't need you fighting anyone in this house. What you need to be doing is getting information to tell me who's here for me and who's really not here for me." And in the confessionals, Pee Wee was like, "Listen, I hear you, Erica, but I ain't no snitch. I'm gonna just tell you what you want to hear. As far as me coming to you to talk about other people, I'm not here to do that, but whatever." So after she has that conversation with Pee Wee, she goes back into the mixer and tells Pied Piper directly, "You have a reckless mouth, okay? And I feel like you're causing a lot of problems and bringing a lot of, drama that it's hard for me not to believe what the others are saying about you." So he gets upset. He throws a fit. He's like, "You know what? You guys might as well go ahead and eliminate me because what you're saying is incorrect. Like that's really is not what's going on. I'm the one telling the truth. They're lying on me. And the fact that you're going to believe them over me is crazy, right? So in a real way, it's time for me to go this way, right?" So Pied Piper walks out. Erica Mena addresses the group and is like, "Listen, this is a lot. I am going to dismiss all the men here except for Trophy D, and I want all the females to stay, and I want you guys to get some personal time with me." And the only reason why she kept Trophy D was because he stood on business for Gangsta Bay. Lucky him. The guys leave. They're upset, like, wow, okay, whatever. The females all happy. Trophy D, he's happy because he gets to stay. As the dudes are walking out, she ends up going to find Pied Piper and confronting him about why he is so angry and has so much rage and yada yada yada. So she ends up seeing Pied Piper and they're having a conversation. Pied Piper is explaining to her like, "Listen, I'm here for you. I want you. And the fact that you got these dudes here who are playing in your face is crazy to me. And I'm just trying to fight for your love. If you're going to send me home off of someone else's word, then I don't need to be here no more. I can just go." So Erica Mena ends up turning on her acting skills and is, I felt like I was in like a scene of a show or a movie. And she's like turning up the like sympathy of like, "Listen, I want you to stay. I want to get to know you. And the fact that you're disrespecting all these other people is like crazy to me. Like, why would you do this to me? Like, if you are here for me, then be here for me." So then like all of a sudden it got real deep. So I'm like, oh my God, is this real or is this the acting Erica? Like, which one is it? Like, I don't know. I don't know who to believe. I don't know what I'm seeing. Like, it's kind of hard to decipher. Like, is this the acting Erica or is this like the real Erica really spilling her feelings onto Pied Piper like that? Like, it was hard to kind of figure that out. So I'm like, okay. Okay, we're okay. So after that deep moment with Pied Piper, she goes back into the mixer room and she basically has like a Natalie moment where you know how Natalie do at baddies. We'll have a house meeting, but the house meeting is really them fighting each other. And this was basically what that was. She approaches the girls and Trophy D and she's like, "Hey, if anyone has any problems that they have with one another, let me know right now." Lips took the opportunity to call out Gorilla, stating that she feels like Gorilla isn't here for her because of her name. Like her name says it all. Gorilla. Like, you're not here for Erica. You want to be with a man. Gorella's like, who are you talking to? Why would you even bring my name up? Like, be quiet. So then while they're going back and forth, Erica tells them to both to shut up. Gorella's still yapping. Lips is like, you need to be quiet because she told us to. And if you keep yapping, I'm gonna come make you shut up. So Gorilla was like, well, make me. So then Lips gets up and she starts stomping on Gorilla. And I'm like, oh my God. We just had a lot of fights going on. And then y'all just, yeah. So after that, Erica's mad. She's like, you know what?
Elimination.
Get it together and I'll see y'all in a minute, because at this point I'm tired of everybody fighting. Like, y'all are fighting for no reason. It just don't make no sense. Like, if you're gonna fight for me. So in the next scene before eliminations, we have Pied Piper and Pee Wee. They're outside by the pool smoking, but while they're outside smoking, Pied Piper is crashing out, literally crashing out. He's mad because he wants another fade again with break. The producers and security won't let that happen. So he's like, I'm just not understanding. Like, I need my fade. Like, I need another round with this man. Like, I can't go to sleep without really getting it in with this man, because like, nah, like, it just can't end like this. Like, I just can't let that slide. So they got this man in the confessionals literally crying his eyes out about him not catching that fade with Breaker, him expressing his love towards Erica, him talking about being on this journey. It was just a lot. It was a lot of emotions, and I'm just like, oh my God, this should be such a private moment, but I don't know. It looked crazy, but it just looked crazy. It just looked crazy.
I get about with any nigga on this earth, bro. I swear to God, I've never been no coward. Any nigga that know me, that tell me, nigga, I ain't backing out for shit. Nigga, you beat my ass 10 times, nigga. I'm gonna get back up. But I promise you, nigga, when the opportunity to present itself again, nigga, I'm gonna shine, nigga. In a real way, nigga. I'm in this position that I'm in right now is because I'm in pursuit of love. You're traveling through the desert, a sandy storm, but you're never gonna make it to the promised land. In a real way. If you look this nigga up right now, you can see the nigga's dick all over the motherfucking internet. But if you look me up, what can you see? You can't see my motherfucking dick. Nigga, you wanna stick that shitty ass dick up in the air, nigga. In a real way, but honestly, my motherfucking pride is hurt.
I'm like, Zeus is so petty for even putting that man's it just looked wild for Pied Piper, right? So time for elimination. First one to get called up is Pied Piper, and everybody was shook. This dude gets the first chain of the night after he was the one that caused the most problems in the house. What is Erica thinking? So he ends up like, yeah, I'm still here. She's still feeling me in a real way, and yeah, I'm here to get my woman. He's smirking, and it's just like, it's so funny to me, because it's like, if I was Erica, I would be so annoyed. Like, don't smirk. Like, you already done pissed me off, you know, and I was nice enough to give you the first chain of the night, and now you smirking? Get out of my face. So everybody's pissed. You already know, like, really, out of everybody here, this guy. So we finally get down to the last two. We have Migos and Pussy Breaker. Who is she going to decide? In my mind, I thought she was going to pick Pussy Breaker, because any average female, come on now, I would have picked him. You know, he's handsome, tall, tatted, locks. I mean, he is your ideal guy, you know, depending on what type of girl, what type of female you are. I mean, whatever. But she ends up going for Migos. And I was like, oh, okay. Next thing you know, she throws us in for a loop, ends up keeping Pussy Breaker. She asked for Pussy Breaker to come up to her, and Erica is like, will he change his ways on being like friendly or whatever? Breaker agrees and says, yes, I will. And guess what? She ends up keeping Breaker. You already know who want to catch the fade off rip, because the fact that she even kept him pisses him off. Pied Piper, right? After that, he ends up taking off his chain and throws it on the ground. Like, is you serious? Like, is you really gonna keep this man, Erica? That's where the show ends off. Wow. Entertaining, I should say the least. Yeah, I'm surprised she kept everyone. Like, I assumed somebody was gonna go home, but we've already had 3 people in total go home already. So I guess technically there was no need for an elimination, because if they would have stayed, then I don't know how many she would have chose to go home anyway, but since they already volunteered themselves, it don't even matter no more. I guess we can keep everybody for another round. I can't wait to see what happens next. As of right now, I would say my favorite person is Pied Piper, aka Aaron the plumber, aka the biggest turtle, because he's funny to me, and the fact that he's willing to like catch the fade for anything he feels like he gets disrespected on is like very player to me. I don't know, it's just something about it. He's funny. Thank you for tuning into my channel and clicking on my video. You could have been doing anything else in the world today, but you chose to watch me, and it's very much appreciated. Remember to have a blessed day in a real way.
In a real motherfucking way.
You gotta do what you gotta do to get to where you're going. I will see you in the next video. Bye, you guys.